What's going on with the truckers? Right now, President Biden is live at the LA ports. He's going to basically address the global transportation problem. And I really want to see if basically if he's going to blame truck drivers for the shortage or not. They talked about Walmart, FedEx, and UPS, Home Depot, Target, and a lot of other big corporations that are supposedly going to help out with this. But let's see what he has to say. If you guys didn't get an opportunity to watch this live, I know I'm just going on right now, but it will be on the replay for everyone to watch. We just know what's going on. I know there's going to be a lot of opinions about this. Definitely, you guys already know mine. I do not believe that there's a truck driver shortage. I've said it time and time and time again. I believe it's a retention problem that we have. And so, the briefing should start shortly. And when it does, I'll have it on for everyone to see. But yeah, comment down below, mother truckers. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you guys think that there definitely is a supply chain problem. Is it us? Is it China? What's your opinion about this? They're talking about 24-hour operations for the ports as well. I talked to a lot of my friends, especially Vic Med, on the issue, and he also believes that it's not a truck driver shortage. It's they don't have any chassis for the empties because basically they're not allowing them to return empties back to the port right now. So everything's backlogged. Let's see what they have to say about all this. But yeah, this should be all coming up shortly, mother truckers. You know, I haven't jumped on live in a very long time. Hopefully everybody's doing great today. You know, I'm sure that everyone has a lot of opinions and feelings about what's going on right now. But let's see what there's to say. What's going on with the truckers? Welcome to the Asian My Show. Hopefully, you guys are doing great, great, great today. I just wanted to jump on here just to let you guys know that a lot of people are very concerned about what things are going on, especially right now in our country. And today, President Biden is going to be addressing the basically the global transportation supply chain bottleneck and knowing if there is an issue with this or not. So, all you mother truckers, question of the day: is there a problem with our supply chain, and is it because it's a lack of truck drivers? That's the big one. Um, Again, I can't tell you guys how much I can say it again, but I do not believe that there is a truck shortage. I truly do not believe that there's a truck shortage. You go anywhere 3 to 4 o'clock in the evening, and you will notice that there is no truck parking anywhere. You know, I talked to Vic Med the other day. We talked about supply chain issues, and he talked about how the chassis uh, to return the empties, they're just not available. The ports aren't allowing you to return the chassis. So from this, what are you guys' thoughts? The president's going to be giving, his addressing the global supply chain very soon, and I truly wonder, uh, is he gonna blame truck drivers for this? You know, and so he should be up shortly, and as soon as he's up, I'll zip my mouth, I'll close my mouth, I'll mute myself, and I'll let him speak. You know, but overall, mother truckers, let me know what your thoughts are about all this stuff. Yeah, yeah, I know, people. I know there's a lot of things going on right now in our country, and so a lot of people say, why am I not showing as many interviews and I'm showing more trucker updates? But I think it's just as important to show the realness of what's going on in the trucking world versus just showing motivation. Motivation is important, but again, you know, showing the truth of trucking is more important, and talking to the community about what's really going on. You know, but yeah, we're gonna wait on this. They said that he was going to be live at 2:20 today Eastern, but uh, possibly he's a little bit late. We'll see. I agree. I agree. There's definitely Jay says there's more to it than the media says, but we shall see about this and just see what the thoughts are and what people are thinking. Definitely. Let me turn off my fan real quick. I apologize. I will put this up, and he should start shortly. Seems like President Biden is currently late right now to jump on this announcement. As soon as he does, you know, we'll do it. But let's check this out right now. Comment down below, people. What are your thoughts about this? Is there a trucker shortage? Uh, because again, it's just my opinion, but I don't believe there is. There's definitely a retention problem. You know, I'm sorry, but social media is starting to bust people out. You know, since the 80s, I talked to my uncles that are truck drivers. Since the 80s, companies have been paying shit, and since they've been wanting to pay shit, I mean, literally, things haven't changed. The pay hasn't changed. Everything else has changed. We're paying more money for everything else, but our pay hasn't changed. And since social media has really come around, truck drivers and people that are getting into the game are getting smarter. You know, that's just the truth. They're getting smarter, and they're learning about what companies to stay away from and what to look for. And so people are doing their due diligence. And guess what? A lot of people don't want to work for these companies. I guarantee you right now, a company that is amazing, that pays well, definitely is not having a problem hiring people. Um, I'm pretty damn sure of it, because I have a lot of friends that have a lot of fleets, and they pay extremely well, and they have owner operators working for them, and they're loving their job. You know what I mean? See, you hear that right there. Look how times have changed, people. I'm getting $65,000 as a brand new driver. You think about that, $65,000. You're making over 5K a month, right? I went to college, and I'll tell you this: um, going to college, coming out, being an assistant manager at Walgreens, making $15.50, it really didn't do me any justice. That's all I got to say about that. You know, give me a second, people. I want to see when this dude is supposed to be talking. I apologize, people. You know, only we can be on time. That's that's one thing about it, right? Us truck drivers, we are always on time, and seems that the president is not. So what are we gonna do about that, people? What are we gonna do about that, right? But as soon as he jumps on and starts talking about this, I'm gonna put my volume off and we'll listen, see what's going on. Anyone having trouble finding loads for a hot shot? You know, Raymond says I'm at Walmart, and he says it's now time to apply. Ain't that the truth? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, let's go, Brandon. Uh-oh. Trouble. Trouble, trouble. He told the world that he would be making this announcement at 2:20 Eastern time. And I'd hate to say it, but you know, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna get in trouble, people. I'm gonna get in trouble. But did he miss his nap? Oh man. Oh man. It's great to go live. I haven't gone live in a long time, but for situations like this, we got to, man. We got to see what he has to say. For all you mother truckers jumping on right now, um, President Biden is supposed to be addressing the global supply chain in transportation in the world and in America. And I want to really hear what he has to say, if he's going to be blaming truck drivers or not. You know, so you know, I'm very curious how he plans to fix this transportation problem. Look at that, people. You know, proud truck drivers here, man. I'm getting 7 to 8,000 K gross working at the ports. I mean, that's something. I'm telling you, people. Give me a second, folks. Yep. A lot of people are waiting. A lot of people are waiting. Look at that. Isn't that crazy now? Walmart's giving $8,000. That's insane to me. You know, Completely insane. I apologize about this, people. We are all here on time, and we have to wait until he addresses this. As you guys can see right now, we will begin shortly. So we are still waiting for people that are jumping on right now. You are not late. President Biden has not given his address just quite yet. You know, doesn't this remind you when we have a load, you know, the brokers, our dispatchers, everybody's telling us we got to be here on time. And then we're here on time. And then as soon as we're there on time, you know, someone comes out and says, "Oh, we weren't even expecting you. We won't be ready for you for another hour or 2 hours." You know, I hope this is not the situation here. You know, that's all I got to say. But Biden, we got a lot of truck drivers waiting, man. Come on now. You know, you know, ain't that the truth? I really think this is the end of trucking. There's going to have a federal limit of how much trucking companies could charge. Very interesting thoughts. Right there, people. If you are not 15 minutes early, you are late. I agree. 1,000%. 1,000%. And I just, you know, I just want mother truckers to know that, um, you know, people are saying, hey, you know, HMI, you're getting more into politics, this and that. I'm not. What it is if something has to deal with trucking, and a lot of these policies do, then I'm going to talk about it because I want us to know what's going on, man. That's the truth. You know, Anthony says, I hope, what was it? I need to scroll up. You guys are writing too fast. I apologize. The ports could be fixed just by staffing more people to offload trucks, typically 2-hour wait. I mean, the answers are easy, people. The answers are easy, but we got to see what he has to say, right? Let me shut this door right here. It's a little bright. Give me 1 second. I'll put this back on just in case he comes on right away while we're waiting. Yeah, no, I didn't. I did not do that. That is a hilarious comment, but I did not do that. You know, just shutting the door real quick because it's really bright. All right. I did not sneak to the bathroom. You know, that's a great question. You know, why don't I make videos about dump trucks? I should. I should make more videos. If you have information about dump trucks, you know, let me know. You know, let me know and I'll let the world know, man. That's what this channel's about. Feeding information, letting people know. But you know, if anyone's jumping on right now, I do apologize. We are waiting for President Biden to address the global supply chain, logistics, transportation issue, and just see what he has to say. About the ports. He's out there at LA today, so I apologize. We all came here on time. They said 2:20. We came here 2:20, ready to go, and yeah, that's what we're waiting for. Interesting. Yeah, I'm being respectful. Sat at the port in Savannah over 6 hours last Thursday. Jesus. I appreciate you. This channel's free, people. I'll travel all of America to give you as much information about trucking as I can. I'll update you as fast as I can about all information. But yeah, there's a lot of people that want to sponsor the show. It's not going to happen because anyone that wants to give you money for anything wants to control you. That's just the facts. They're going to want to control your narrative. They're going to want to control what you say. And so because of that, I say forget it. Forget it. Forget sponsors, forget this, forget that. Just make videos updating truck drivers the best I can about everything from information, news, interviews, whatever you guys need from me, man. We'll get it. But I do apologize, everyone. I do apologize. It is not me. I promise you. It is not me. We are waiting. We are waiting for him to address this issue. He's currently out here at the LA ports. Is anyone okay? Is anyone out there right now? Vic, are you out there at the LA ports currently at this moment? Do you see Biden anywhere? Can you tell him that we're supposed to be doing a live stream right now? See, this is what happens when too many Indians, man. Too many Indians. Let me try and call my inside people over there and see what time he's supposed to jump on. He's supposed to be on at 2:20. Right now it's 2:44. He's currently 24 minutes late. Oh man. Jesus, people. Oh man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You know, I'll be the first to tell people life starts now. Y'all, this is a free channel. Don't got to donate nothing. But if you do, I'm going to figure a way how to get back to truckers. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, man. That's all it is. Well, thank you so much for that, though. The world is currently waiting to see what he has to say. I'm trying to click on it as much as I can for y'all. I apologize if you guys are commenting and I'm not writing. We're putting it on the screen. For anyone that's just jumping on now, Biden's supposed to be addressing basically the global supply chain. He was supposed to be on. I don't even have my watch on, but he was supposed to be on at 2:20, and he is currently 27 minutes late. Alex, you said the solution is simple. What is it? The solution is simple, dude. Let people go back in there with their empties. Drop them off. Let truck drivers come in and pick them up. You know, I would say that would solve a lot of the port issues. Definitely, if the ports aren't operating at 24 hours right now, they have to. I 100% know it's not the truck drivers, because I talk to a lot of friends that have fleets that go in and they're waiting hours and hours just to get loaded. Okay, so that's definitely not the case there. Do they possibly have a dock or a port worker shortage? That could be possible. But as far as truck drivers, they're there and they're waiting at the port hours and hours. You know, this is definitely a plug to myself. Someone wrote this. You could go to the asianmyshow.com. I appreciate you. Let me see. Big Man 797. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the $5. Appreciate that. Oh no, I think he got Louisiana and LA confused. Could be, because we are waiting. Let me jump on here real quick. See, when I jump onto someone actually going on live there, yeah, he's not ready yet. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Give me a second, people. So as you guys can see, the dude is late. I was thinking that he was going to be reporting this at the ports. I guess he met them at the ports, and now he's probably somewhere in LA given this. Oh, sheesh. Could be, could be, could be. All I have to say is you should be on time, though, bro. That's all I got to say. I don't care if you're for or against anybody, but to respect people's time, you should be there on time. Oh man. Oh man, I can't read y'all's comments, man. uh, exactly. As truck drivers, we are always on time, people. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Someone made the comment earlier. If you're not 15 minutes earlier, then you're definitely 15 minutes late. For anyone that's just jumping on right now, um, you know, Biden's supposed to be addressing the global transportation logistics bottleneck issue we're having. And since all of us are truck drivers, I think this is something important that we should definitely listen to. It was supposed to start at 220, and right now it's 258. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you all for being so patient. I don't got this guy's number, so I can't tell him to start on time, but I appreciate you all being here on time. Wozers. E. Martin, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. I'll say it 1,000 times, people. Y'all don't have to donate nothing to the show. You know.
Please sit down. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I know you're hearing a lot about something called supply chains and how hard it is to get a range of things from a toaster to sneakers to bicycles to bedroom furniture. and that's why back in February, I signed a piece of legislation on supply chain, a executive order on supply chains, and well, we had to move on it. And with the holidays coming up, you might be wondering if gifts you plan to buy will arrive on time. Well, let me explain. Supply chains essentially mean how we make things and how the material and parts get delivered to a factory, so we can manufacture things and manufacture them here. How we move things, how a finished product moves from a factory to a store to your home. And today we have an important announcement that will get things you buy to the shelves faster. I'm joined by the executive director of the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, Gene Soroka, and Mario Cordono. I apologize, Mario. And the president of the International Longshoremen's Union, Willie Adams. Los Angeles and Long Beach are home to two of the largest ports in America, and together these ports are among the largest in the world. And the best way to make that point is that 40% of shipping containers that we import into this country come through these two ports. And today we have some good news. We're going to help speed up the delivery of goods all across America. After weeks of negotiation and working with my team and with the major union retailers and freight movers, the Port of Los Angeles announced today that it's going to begin operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This follows the Port of Long Beach's commitment to 24/7 that it announced just weeks ago. 24/7 system, what most of the leading countries in the world already operate on now, except us, until now. This is the first key step toward moving our entire freight, transportation, and logistical supply chain nationwide to a 24/7 system. And here's why it matters. Traditionally, our ports have only been open during the week, Monday through Friday, and they're generally closed down at nights and on weekends. By staying open 7 days a week through the night and on the weekends, the Port of Los Angeles will open over 60 extra hours a week will be open. In total, that will almost double the number of hours that the port is open for business from earlier this year. That means an increase in the hours for workers to be moving cargo off ships onto trucks and rail cars to get to their destination. And more than that, the night hours are critical for increasing the movement of goods because highways are less crowded in the evening at night. In fact, during off-peak hours in Los Angeles, cargo leaves the port at a 25% faster pace than during the day shift. So, by increasing the number of late night hours of operation and opening up for less crowded hours when the goods can move faster, today's announcement has the potential to be a game changer. I say potential because all of these goods won't move by themselves. For the positive impact to be felt all across the country and by all of you at home, we need major retailers who order the goods and the freight movers who take the goods from the ships to factories and to stores to step up as well. These private sector companies are the ones that hire the trucks and rail cars and move the goods. On this score, we have some good news to report as well. Today, Walmart, our nation's largest retailer, is committing to go all in on moving its products 24/7 from the ports to their stores nationwide. Specifically, Walmart is committing as much as a 50% increase in the use of off-peak hours over the next several weeks. Additionally, FedEx and UPS, two of our nation's biggest freight movers, are committing today to significantly increase the amount of goods they're moving at night. FedEx and UPS are the shippers for some of our nation's largest stores, but they also ship for tens of thousands of small businesses all across America. Their commitment to go all in on 24/7 operations means that businesses of all sizes will get their goods on shelves faster and more reliably. Accordingly, according to one estimate, together, FedEx and UPS alone move up to 40% of packages in America, up to 40%. And other companies are stepping up as well. They include Target, Home Depot, and Samsung that have all committed to ramp up their activities that utilize off-peak hours at the ports. So, the commitments being made today are a sign of major progress in moving goods from manufacturers to a store or to your front door. I want to thank my supply chain disruption task force, which we set up in June, led by Secretaries Buttigieg, Raimondo, and Vilsack, and by my Director of National Economic Council, Brian Deese. I want to thank them for their leadership. And I especially want to thank Joe Procari. I think Joe's done one heck of a job, my special envoy specifically on ports, who's been working this issue with all the stakeholders for the past several weeks. I also want to thank the port directors. I want to thank Gene and Mario again and the mayors of Los Angeles and Long Beach, Mayor Garcetti and Mayor Garcia, for their leadership. And I think the private companies that are stepping up, I want to thank them, but I particularly want to thank labor. Willie Adams of the Longshoremen and Warehouses Union, who is here today, the Teamsters, the rail unions from the Brotherhood of Railroad Signalmen, and the International Association of Machinists, to the American Train Dispatchers Association, to Sheet Metal, Air and Rail, and Transportation Workers Union, known as SMART. I want to be clear. This is across the board commitment to going to 24/7. This is a big first step in speeding up the movement of materials and goods through our supply chain. But now we need the rest of the private sector chain to step up as well. This is not called a supply chain for nothing. This means that terminal operators, railways, trucking companies, shippers, and other retailers as well. Strengthening our supply chain will continue to be my team's focus. If federal support is needed, I will direct all appropriate action. And if the private sector doesn't step up, we're going to call them out and ask them to act. Because our goal is not only to get through this immediate bottleneck, but to address the long-standing weaknesses in our transportation supply chain that this pandemic has exposed. I might add, parenthetically, one of the reasons why I think it's very important that we get the infrastructure plan passed, my infrastructure plan. And that supply chain system is almost entirely in the hands of private business. The world has changed. Prior to the crisis, we cheered, the focus on lean, efficient supply chains, leaving no buffer or margin for error when it comes to certain parts arriving just in time is needed to make a final product. And our administration, Barack and ours, that's what was just in time was the focus. We didn't have a pandemic and other things at the time. We need to take a longer view, though, that invest in building greater resilience to withstand the kinds of shocks we've seen over and over, year in and year out, whether it's the pandemic, extreme weather, climate change, cyber attacks, or other disruptions. In fact, research tells us that a company can expect to lose over 40% of 1 year's earnings every 10 years due to supply chain disruptions. A longer term view means we invest in systems that have more time built in and our ability to produce, innovate, and partner with our allies. It also means companies throughout the supply chain, like maritime, air freight, and trucking companies, reduce their carbon emissions and help to meet our climate change goals. It also means creating and supporting good paying jobs so folks want to stay in these jobs, so they can build the skills and careers and to make a decent living. It means more opportunities to join a union, especially truckers. These steps are critical. They allow companies to pivot quickly when a disruption hits because they've invested in their workers' skills, and training up front to be able to adapt. We need to invest in making more of our products right here in the United States. Never again should our country and our economy be unable to make critical products we need because we don't have access to materials to make that product. Never again should we have to rely too heavily on one company or one country or one person in the world, particularly when countries don't share our values when it comes to labor and environmental standards. I've said before, we're in the competition for the 21st century. We are America. We still have the most productive workers and the most innovative minds in the world. But the rest of the world is closing in, and we risk losing our edge if we don't step up. In order to be globally competitive, we need to improve our capacity to make things here in America while also moving finished products across the country and around the world. We need to think big and bold. That's why I'm pushing for a once-in-a-generation investment in our infrastructure and our people with my infrastructure bill and my Build Back Better Act. These bills would transform our ports. There's billions of dollars for ports, highways, rail systems that sorely need upgrading and would bring products faster and more efficiently from the factories to the store to your house. Let me be clear. We're proposing to make the biggest investment in ports in our history. The bill would also make investments in our supply chains and manufacturing and strengthening our ability to make more goods from the beginning to end right here in America. The bottom line, we've seen the cost of inaction in the pandemic, in the delays, and the congestion that affect every American. But it's fully within our capacity to act to make sure it never happens again. It's going to take a little time, and that we've unlocked the full might and dynamism of our economy and our people. That's what we're going to do. God bless you all, and may God bless the longshoremen, rail workers, truckers, and all the workers who are keeping our economy going. May God protect our troops. Thank you all so very much.
Can you tell parents that you know what to do to lower gasoline prices?
You can talk about worker safety in court.
Thank you. It's expired.
Are they serious right now? Pretty much. I didn't hear anything about truck drivers. Anything's with, even our hours of service, and anything to do with, all the crazy stuff that's happening with our EPA. I mean, you're thanking truck drivers, but you're not doing anything or implementing anything that's going to help the situation. So all I have to say about that was all I heard from that was, yes, I have this infrastructure bill, and please, everyone, support it because it's going to help the economy. But I didn't hear anything that's going to help address any. He practically didn't address any real issues that are happening with the supply chain right now. All he did when he talked about the ports was he addressed the managers of the ports and thanking them. But besides that, he didn't say anything else at all as far as the issues that we're having, offloading containers and bringing back empties. None of this was brought up. And so from all this, I would say, yeah, there's that was very disappointing. That was very disappointing, for, them to make this national news and, address the bottleneck issues is extremely disappointing. Mother truckers, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. But, it's easy to thank us truck drivers. It's extremely easy just to say thank you, truck drivers. But to not actually address any issues and how to help us is definitely an issue. So, yeah. What are your guys' thoughts? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. What were your thoughts about this address? Probably pre-recorded, to be honest. I don't know. But I was hoping for a lot more. I was hoping for something for truck drivers, Yep. I see it, mother truckers. I see that being a case. But no, definitely. Yep. I felt that. For or against the administration, it doesn't matter to me as far as that goes, but the infrastructure bill, I feel, was what he was really just trying to push here. So, mother truckers, I apologize, but I was hoping for something a lot better, something more, and something that would help truck drivers out. We are pretty much the end all be all for the supply chain here in America, but nothing was said. Yep. It's hard to gauge people. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. I love you all dearly. I'm going to keep it up with all updates that are possible and let you guys know everything that's going on with our supply chain that has to deal with truck drivers in America and issues and public announcements, anything that has to deal with, problems on the road to make sure that you get where you're getting to safely, and, as many interviews as I could do. But, I appreciate you all for rocking with the show. And anytime something comes up, on this one, I myself was personally disappointed. I was hoping for a lot more, something to actually be said. But since there was not, it looks like we are where we are still. And, we're just going to have to keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. For everyone that commented on the show, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. thank you for joining this live stream, and we'll keep you updated on things that are happening now in trucking as they're happening. You guys be blessed. For everyone that's been rocking with the show from the beginning, I appreciate you all. But have a great day, people. Peace.